So Mahler 4 is a very special work. It's considered the baby in the whole catalog of Mahler symphonies, although it's actually not very small. You have 4 flutes, you have triple woodwinds, you still have a whole battery of percussion instruments, but we don't have trombones, we don't have tuba, and maybe somehow compared to the Second Symphony and the Third Symphony, of course, the Fourth Symphony is like a chamber work in contrast. But it's such a great work, one of my favorite, if not the most favorite work that I can listen to week after week. You know, it's a work that does not require so much musical soul like the Third Symphony, for example, like the Ninth Symphony. These are works which you would hear once in a while and it's enough, and you need some time and listen again. And what's really special about Mahler 4 is that you have 4 movements, but Mahler actually started composing the symphony from backwards, not from the first movement. Das himmlische Leben, the last movement, about 8 minutes long, not a big movement, was written firstly in 1892, quite a few years before he actually started writing the Fourth Symphony, based on Das Knabenwunderhorn text. And it was also meant to be used in the Third Symphony as the finale, as the 7th movement, but he decided to take it out and put it into the finale of the Fourth Symphony. So in retrospect, we could also think of the Fourth Symphony as a kind of extension of the Third Symphony in spirit. So at the end of the Third Symphony, we ascend we see a glimpse of heaven, what love tells us in the finale, in the 6th movement. And now from the Fourth Symphony onwards, we see a child's view of what heaven is like, das himmlische Leben, the heavenly life. What is also very special about the Fourth Symphony is that it has a lot of connection with the Fifth Symphony in some ways. Da-da-da-dam, da-da-da-dam, da-da-da-dam. This fanfare that starts the Fifth Symphony is also heard in the first movement of the Fourth Symphony. So somehow in the Fourth Symphony, in this very naive first movement, you hear some bits of a foreshadowing of the funeral march in the Fifth Symphony. Also in the Fourth Symphony, you have in the first movement all these figuration. You also hear it in the Fifth Symphony in the finale. So somehow does he want to bring the childlike, playful, naive musical gesture into the Fifth? Maybe that could be a certain kind of link. To play the Fourth Symphony of Mahler soon with the Japan Philharmonic, and at the same time we have in the first half a work by Akira Ifukube, who is very well known for his film music for Gojira, but at the same time he has such great concert music, which I've heard so many, and there's so many pieces that I want to study more in detail, and I'm just very excited that we start playing his music for piano in orchestra, and very looking forward. So this is a start to a long journey ahead, and I invite you to join us with the Japan Philharmonic for more intense music making.